Peace and blessings to all the indigenous woke Aborigines in America, so-called Turtle Island, also known as Turtle Island. I like to say to all y'all, keep up the good work. Don't be discouraged because now we have a something to have more meaning and more roots. No disrespect to any of the other movements, but a lot of those other movements, as my time journey of exploring, have to come to some kind of halt because if it's not producing any fruit, that tree should be chopped down. And due to the fact that I have chopped down my African ideology, and now that I have come to the realization of who I'm true, who we truly are, it's it giving me this other type of vibe of comfortability, and it doesn't mean comfortable because I'm trying to make it easy or a brother is trying to denounce being. I'm proud to be the color I am, who I am. I don't have no shame of it. That don't have nothing to do with self hate because a brother is saying he's from another tribe. He's starting to connect roots with his tribe. That's what a lot of things that a lot of you brothers from the Pan African movement and all the other movements don't understand. That brothers is reconnecting to the tribes that they from, and these tribes that happen to be from America. And these tribes that's here in America has always been in America, as well as brothers being in Africa. Okay, so for brothers to get mad at brothers claiming their tribe, because I say a lot of brothers today, because that's what my main thing is to get told about me. I was Africa this, Africa that, but yeah, you know, brothers don't want to go over there to stay. They go over there to visit, but don't stay. Why? It's no family members there. I mean, direct family members. I mean, there's few people went over there, but Africa has always been a place for black people to look forward to. So black, white people, and other races always say go back to Africa just to say that. Well, we usually go back to Europe and go back to Spain, Rome, and Britain, and all these other places y'all came from. Then, if you're saying that part, because now that we understand this slave trade thing is a hoax in many ways. To one, not saying that no slavery has existed, but we saying on this large mass scale that y'all claim that exists. I've been in Pan African for years, and I looked these records up, and I looked them up, and I admit it. I'm man enough to admit it because I don't go through stages of growth. I'm not making no money off of it. I'm not trying to make money off of none of this. It's just that my people need to know a direction of something that they can relate to, not something that's so far fetched, something that's so old that we can't even relate to it in this day and time, other than just get information from it just to have knowledge. It's like a brother's running around just going off of just saying, I know about the African knowledge. I know about all that too, brother. I said, but it don't put me on no superiority pass because it's not benefiting our people in no fashion right now. We wasting time when we need to be focused on a time on a land that they're trying to keep us convinced that we from over there, so we can start acknowledging the roots that we really do have here in America. So all the indigenous brothers and sisters, continue to do your job. You're doing the Most High is blessing us, has always blessed us in America. We just didn't know the full identity we have. What I mean by the Most High blessing us, we are showing the works of a certain chosen people, a people that's been outcast, a people has been misplaced in history, a people whose name has still haven't came, name has been hidden in history for so long. Every race is putting these people in another displace of history. You know, African American moniker is really more to me is that, you know, it gives us a sense of pride to say, yeah, I belong somewhere. You know, because America make you feel like you don't make it feel. America feel like you're an outcast, making you feel like you're an alien. So long as you believe that you're an African, you always gonna feel like you're an alien. And a lot of you always feel like you home, but y'all don't really. Y'all being manipulated psychologically through the educational system that keep putting that slaves, so on and so forth. But once you get that ideology out your head, you start to come in tune of what's around you and start looking at this place different. You start looking at, dang, my family members came from here and there, and then, you know, you start saying, dang, my grandma, oh yeah, you know, things that wasn't, it's just like, as an example, say you say, hey man, I'm gonna get me a new car, another car, not a new car, another car. And this car probably you probably never seen this attention, never been focused on this type of car on the street. And then all of a sudden you buy this car and you got the same type of car, and all of a sudden you see every one of the type of cars that's on the street. That's the same way of this awakening. That's the same way of the revolution will not be a televised. It's a awakening. You know, all the studies I've done all these years through the Pan African movement for all them years, and and so on and so forth, still can come up with solid plans. What's the dress and how we do this? What this got to do with us trying to fix our situations? We keep having to worry about learning and lessons and lessons and lessons about a place over there when we don't even have to take no lessons for what's over here, other than linking our lineage through these documented records that we have. I have no doubt about it, because when I was in the California Youth Authority at one time, before I was getting released, my dad sent me some papers. He sent me some papers for the Seminole Indian Nation something. I supposed to have signed these papers out, and I supposed to have went to the nurse and got her to give me uh, 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 physical proof and everything, blood lineage, little blood sample, and I supposed to have sent it back. I remember this when my dad was telling me to fill these papers out so you can show them that you this much, you're native, you're Indian, or whatever they want to call us. But and a lot of my family members do actually share a lot of lineage and a lot of land. We've been given a lot of stuff, but I didn't care about it because at the time I was Muslim. I was dibbling, dabbling, and all type of other knowledges. So that kind of was like far fetched for me to even incorporate in what I was learning. But basically, I had to learn everything in reverse, meaning learn the hardest, the deepness of the falsehood, meaning the deepest of the psychology confusion as far as Islam and so on and so forth, up to Israel, Pan African, all the way up to there. I have to learn those psychologies so I can clearly understand what I'm relating to now and what I'm understanding now, what I have researched and what I'm still researching. And it actually took me off the whole. Do I have to learn all the hieroglyphics and the heretic texts and so on and so forth? I will continue to do those studies on those type of things as well, because it's good to know knowledge from all levels. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say all knowledge ties to all knowledge, no matter how far and near. But indigenous, copper color, aboriginal, black people, so-called black people, keep pushing. A lot of brothers are shaking in their boots, ancestors shaking in their boots, because they facade of fooling people with this African shit, focusing on African stuff. I done it myself, and then I'm one to admit, it's more of a financial gain than it is for that cause, other than for what it is for us as a whole, as a whole upliftment, because we can't be separated in all these ideologies. A lot of brothers are our brothers that's still psychologically stuck in there. I've been there when a Muslim. I know the fact. Your brother may say you psychological now because you now believing in this stuff, and you know what I'm saying, man, what you want to be. No, man, I'm gonna keep expanding as the knowledge grows. I'm not gonna keep being stuck in a box. And this is not necessary ideology. This ain't nothing but a identity resurrection. That's how I call it. Identity resurrection, because I couldn't resurrect my identity and total lineage to this African stuff. I just say, well, we've been wiped out. There's so much missing in there. So we just say we from Africa, but we really, we came through the slave trade and so on and so forth. And we ran to the Indians, and, I know all that. So brothers, that don't come in, brothers, with that. That's that news old. And the brothers, is real knowledge that the white men created that facade. I'm sorry, it's the truth. It is what it is. So all you brothers and Pan African getting mad, just get mad if you want to. Don't dig at me. I know all about it. So whatever you want to bring, it's nothing to destroy, because I know it. You know, I don't even want to beef with none of y'all about it, because now I don't even have no reason. I'm going through paperwork, documents, trying to finding my lineage through this motherfucker all the way back. So that's more important to me than me saying I'm something from way over there. So on and so forth. So a lot of the things that been done over there, in the old ancient times is not been happening. Them Africans going through more problems too, or just as many problems. We just going through a different psychological problem. But them over there, they got their own problem to do. Haiti got their own problem. Caribbean got their own problems. We got our own problems. One of us got to come out this hole. That way we can start extending hands to other. Other than that, when none of our houses is clean, we don't have no business trying to unify over there and spending money over there and spending money over there, so on and so forth. We need to get our house straight. It's kind of hypocritical. No, it's really hypocritical to go over to someone else's country and spend millions and millions of dollars. And this is mainly talking about our rich black here in America. You go over there based on you have to do that. You go over there and you spend millions and millions of dollars at countries that ain't even developing off the money. And at the same time, we could have been done, had that money circulating in here, building a lot of things, and then we all become prominent individuals. And we better go over there in mass like the Chinese and let's build this railroad. Do these things over there and start investing in Africa, going back investing in Haiti in a proper fashion. I know person going over there just saying, hey, I'm gonna go over and help them. I don't want to help my people over here. That's kind of hypocritical, people. Straight up. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? We do not have it good over here when you're going over there looking at them because they have a disaster. We don't have it good. And they think, making them think that's just a big lie within itself. You know what I'm saying? It's very hypocritical. If you're that concerned about them places, go live there. Stay there. Don't come back coming saying you American and going over there spending millions and millions of dollars, but you ain't trying to put nothing in black America. That's what I mean. But peace and love all to the indigenous family. All of y'all keep pushing the whole work. These brothers running around here trying everything they can to dibble and dab, but they can't prove shit. I know they can't. I'm a Pan African. I'm still a Pan African at heart towards my approach towards everything. In so many ways, it may not be Pan African. It's gonna be Pan Indigenous around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, peace and love. Keep focused. Don't let nothing discourage you off the track. Because now that we have a hook that belong to us and so on and so forth, is becoming a problem. Even for the cracker. The cracker's finding out like, damn, these motherfuckers finding out, damn, all these motherfucking treaties are still law and they still binding and so on and so forth. Oh, yeah, all they gotta do is link their lineages and shit to this, and next thing later we got to get I can't do that in Africa. We keep talking about reparations to that. We have to get ours through lineage, proving it. And we all should get together and continue to build from that and create systems where we can focus more on what it is, because we're basically prisoners of war that's still alive. We are children of prisoners of war that's here. So we come from the warrior gene. That's why we the hardest to deal with when it comes to shit. So understand how great we are past, with despite everything else outside us. Think about how great we are about for what we accomplished from going through all the things we're doing. And then I have to include the sports. I have to include all the things that they allow us to get in and how easily we dominate those things. That's a sign that show you we the richest. Yeah, we did. They keep us. They spend billions and billions of dollars for all the other Africans or blacks from all around the world. Understand, they spend billions of dollars to keep us sleep. They keep us separated. They keep us in a religion. They keep us arguing about this. This is what they do. We can't get it right until we get past this. The other brothers and sisters outside of this America. We have to get it right here. Understand that. We can't go over there and help you and still have to deal with this when we come over. We got a lot of work to do here. And we got to stop worrying about others. Just like y'all don't worry about us and y'all do what y'all need to do to survive to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings to all indigenous people, and I'm out on this one for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tuning in to the Universal Knowledge Show, where all knowledge ties to all knowledge, and I'm your host, Jay Coleman. If anybody want to know who I am, Jay Coleman, you can hit me at uh, um, um, the Universal Knowledge Show at Gmail, same way. If y'all want to text message with me, soon I'll be getting in live and then the brothers together and get live and spread the word and chop it up and share information and so on and so forth pertaining to this. Okay, pertaining to this, let's have decent conversation about us here in America. Let's talk about us. We don't need to talk about Africa and so on and so forth. The Africans came here. We know all that. We talking about us and the better ways of how we can get these paperworks and law and things in order for us. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, the indigenous Niji of this planet in America. Peace and love.